Hey, welcome back to my channel, Endless Pages. I'm Liv and welcome to today's video, the end of the year book tag. I can't believe I'm doing this tag because I'm still in denial that it's the end of the year. This is my first time doing this tag as well, which is exciting, and as always I will tag the creator in the description below. Question number one is, are there any books that you've started this year that you need to finish? Absolutely, I'm a mood reader. I have started so many different books this year and put them down because they haven't been what I've been looking for. If you look more closely at my bookshelf, you will see bookmarks in every second book where I've picked it up and attempted to read it with varying success. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to go through a couple of priorities. The first one is The Dark Tide by Alicia Jasinska. This is a witchy book about this witch queen who every year chooses a sacrifice, a boy to be more specific to be sacrificed, to stop their island from being flooded. This year, a girl called Lena is convinced her brother is going to be the sacrifice, so he goes to this guy called Thomas for help. Thomas has been chosen as a sacrifice in the past and the only one to have survived. He escaped the palace. But the Queen realises they're working together and chooses Thomas to be a sacrifice again this year. Lena then volunteers herself in his place because she realises it's kind of her fault. And her and the Queen have to await the full moon together and start to get to know each other a bit more. And then the final line I really like says, they must choose who to save, themselves, each other, or the island city, relying on them both. I've read quite a bit of this. I am really enjoying it. It's a bit slow paced, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how this one ends, because I'm really not sure kind of what decision they're going to come to, but I was really enjoying it so far. I was reading it because I was going to Alicia Jasinska's event at Dimmicks and ran out of time, so I put it down and picked up other books. So I need to get back to this one because I was almost finished. I think I had 100-ish pages left, so easy goal to finish by the end of the year. Another book I want to finish by the end of the year is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. You can see my bookmark. I got up to page 104 the first time around and I put this down and did not pick it up. I think this was months and months and months ago. It's really beautiful writing but really slow pace, and that's why I think I struggle with it, especially when I'm slumpy with the slow pace. But the writing is gorgeous, so I get the hype and I think I'm gonna love it. I just need to give it the time of day, and I need to read it maybe nowish because I'm getting my reading mojo back, so it'll be a good time to read something a bit slower paced. I might have the patience for it at the moment, but I feel like I'm gonna really enjoy this book. It's just so slow paced, and that's why I keep putting it down. Question number two is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? Obviously I'm Australian, so it's summer here and not autumn, even though it hasn't really been that much of a summer for us. That's not the point. So I picked a summery book that I bought this year that I haven't read yet, that I should, and that is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, because, you know, Malibu, it's set at a summer party, surfing, all that kind of Aussie summer stuff that, you know, we can relate to. This is a book that I have been super curious about because, well, one, it's Taylor Jenkins Reid, and two, I haven't heard much about it, which is like concerning, right? I feel like this is not going to be as good as Daisy Jones and Evelyn. I just haven't heard people talking about it with the same enthusiasm that they talk about those books, and I haven't really heard much about it just in general. But the plot does sound like interesting, like the Rivera family's summer party at their mansion, and everyone has a bit of a secret that comes out, and I think the mansion ends up like on fire at the end of the night. So I'm curious, but yeah, I have my expectations low going into this book. Question number three is there a new release you're still waiting for? No, not particularly. Like, there's no anticipated ones left. I did some research though of what comes out in December, and this book has caught my attention. This is called A Million to One by Abida Jagadar, the author of The Henna Wars. It is a heist set on the Titanic. It's YA, and it sounds like it's a really talented thief, and she puts together a team of girls to pull off this heist of this book that's worth millions of dollars that's on the Titanic. And yeah, it sounds fun and fast paced, and it sounds like there's a bit of LGBT romance as well, so an added bonus as always. So this one's got me kind of curious. I'll see if I want it or not. I am leaning towards probably getting it, but that's about it. There's no like super anticipated ones this year left. Question number 4 is, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? First one, The Gilded Cage by Lynette Noni, the sequel to The Prison Healer, the second book in the Prison Healer trilogy. Was obsessed with the first one. The first one is just kind of set in a prison. Really, really good fun and really good writing. I feel like I'm gonna love this book just as much. It's gonna be different though, because the setting is gonna be completely changed. So it'll be interesting to see these characters in a completely different environment. I'm very excited to see that. I know I'm going to have my mind blown. I know I'm going to learn a little bit more about these characters, which I'm excited about. There was a massive, massive, amazing cliffhanger at the end of The Prison Healer that I'm excited to see the consequences, what's going to go down. We're going to see these characters in a different light, I think. So really excited. Second one is Ice Planet Barbarians by Ruby Dixon. I want to be part of it. I want to read this book. I need to hurry up and read it. It's not that long. I need some good smut in my life, so we need to read that. And then the third book I want to read is Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. Earlier this year I read Rebecca, and people always compare the two and say if you love Rebecca you're going to love this, or vice versa. So I'm really up for more of that fantastic writing that we saw in Rebecca. And it feels like it's got a similar vibe and similar themes, so I feel like I'm going to love this one. Question number 5 is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favourite book of the year? Absolutely, I think there is. Even though I've kind of roughly made a November TBR, I don't even know what my December TBR at this point is, and I've talked about some books here, but you never know. I'm such a mood reader, so I don't know what I'm going to pick up. I have had a phenomenal reading year. I think this is one of the best reading years I've ever had. I branched out a little bit, tried some new stuff, and was rewarded reading some of the best stuff I've ever read. So some of these books that I've read this year are going to be hard to top, but you never know. You never know. You always just go into a book as open-minded as you can, and you never know where it's going to take you, which is just, you know, it's exciting. So absolutely, I think I could still find my favorite book of the year. I'm excited. It's kind of one good thing about being a mood reader is you never know where your reading is going to take you, or what you're going to pick up, or what you're going to be in the mood for. So, you know, I could still find my favorite book of the year, or the books I've read earlier in the year are going to stay on top. We don't know. Question number 6, and the final question is, have you already started making reading plans for next year? Absolutely not. I don't even know what my reading goal is going to be. I don't even know if I'm going to reach my goal this year. So if I don't, will I make it the same? Will I make it higher? Will I make it lower? I don't know. No idea. I feel like that's a decision I will only make once I hit New Year's Day, probably. Or yeah, as soon as it clicks over, you like to add your reading goal on New Year's Eve. Yeah, I guess loosely, I want to read new and interesting stuff and branch out more, because not only just for personal reasons, I've discovered so many new booktubers this year, and they always have the most wonderful and interesting recommendations, and I want to be able to do that on my channel as well. So I want to read more and read differently, so it improves my content, if that makes sense. Does that sound vapid? I don't know. Other than that, a lot of the reading plans I think will just be reading plans and goals from this year that were unsuccessful or that I liked, and that will just continue on to the new year. So there we have it. That was my end of the year tag. Let me know in the comments below, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish yourself? Please call yourself out in the comments so I can feel better about all of the books that I still have not finished. As always, all of my social media links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in whatever the hell I post next. Bye!